Uh, yeah, welcome back to another edition of Encounters, Women Encounters, I should say. Sorry. Today is July 25th, 2026. It was Saturday. Well, I'm trying to catch the downtown art downtown R train to to Manhattan. All right. So I boarded downtown R train. All right. Normally, I like to sit in the back, the first, the the back of the cars, the last three. But I think I did the fourth one, the fourth to the last one. Yeah, but it was kind of crowded, and it was crowded from 59th Street to South Ferry. So I was like, oh, it was very crowded. I stood up all that time. Normally I get a seat, but I had to stand up because, and then when the seats was empty, people was quick to get it before I do. Anyway, I was tired too. I just came home from work. So anyway, once again, this is about women encounters, and I was on a downtown R train to Brooklyn, and I'll fast forward a little bit. Uh, this family got on the train. The father, the mother, and two daughters. One of the daughters I was liking a lot because she's real pretty, young. I'm an old man. I'm in my 50s, so I'm old. So I know most people not gonna like that, but yeah, she was cute. She was nice, pretty, soft looking, acting, shy. She had a sister. She had a sister, which is kind of like the exact opposite, rugged. I think she was a lesbian. Oh, actually, I know she was, but I'm not definite on that. But I have clues to what type of women are lesbians, raging lesbians, soft lesbians, and this her sister was a little bit on the rugged, tough lesbian side. You know, so hold on. Yeah. Anyway, so there was two sisters. One was older, one was younger. I believe the younger one was the one. It was the one that I was liking a lot. I was liking. She was real pretty, big, pretty blue eyes, tall, maybe an inch taller than me. Long black, thick hair, soft features, soft demeanor. It looked like you could bully her all day. She won't do nothing. She seemed real shy and timid. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Timid. Yeah, very timid, but pretty and nice, thick. You know. Now the mother and the father, they look old. Like the father looked like he was in his damn near 70s, and the mother looked like she was in the good high 50s to low 60s. I want to know what's up with that. The only I can think of is that they definitely had their kids late in life, and I don't know if it's because of drugs or the mother was partying so much and she got lost track of time and I guess picked an older dude to take care of her, or the father he was old and maybe he wasn't the outgoing type, didn't know how to talk to girls. Maybe he uses money to get this woman so he can have some kids. That's what it seemed like, you know. But the father was kind of chunky and old, straight up, like white hair old, white hair old. Believe what I tell you. So that's the conclusion I came to about those two. The older sister, she looked kind of mean and rugged. I'm not too sure what what could be her story behind being like that. All I believe she's a lesbian, bisexual possibly. She looked alright. Nothing. She had the pretty plain girl look. She wasn't ugly. Not by a long shot. But she wasn't real pretty like a young sister was. But she looked mean and rugged. Looked like I don't know, either A, she's a raging lesbian, or she had a lot of fights in high school or something. Yeah. But anyway, but I hope she does well. But I was really focused on the youngest sister. She was cute though. Big, like I said before, she had beautiful blue eyes, like, you know. But she was very timid. She looked like she didn't want to look at me. It's possibly because I was old. I'm black, so that has I'm sure it has something to do with it too. But let's fast forward this a little bit. The mother, yeah, the mother, like I told her, she looked like high 50s, if not low 60s, easily. She had a lot of gray hair. Looked like she dyed it brownish, and so it was mixed with a little bit of black underneath, brown overall, and a lot of raging gray hair coming out. So the reason why I'm telling this story too is not really about the daughter, to be honest with you, it's about the mother. And I'm not too sure how to make this out. So maybe the people, my subscribers or people who's watching this, can help me out. So like I said, the train was crowded. It stayed crowded all the way to Whitehall Street, and it stayed crowded. So she was moving back and forth, in and out. The father, and the oldest daughter, like I said, they eventually found a seat and they sat. Even though I stood up the whole fucking train ride, I was fucking pissed. Couldn't get a seat for nothing. But anyway, speaking of the mother and speaking of the father and the daughter, it's funny. It's funny because the daughter sat next to the father, and I felt like there was no father and daughter connection there. You know what I'm trying to say? They was literally sitting like they were strangers almost, or barely friends. Not father and daughter. It was kind of weird. Anyway, so the mother, right? So anyway, the train ride, all throughout the train, like 3/4 of the train ride, we're going down, and I'm not saying she ignored me, but she, for whatever reason, wasn't paying attention to me. But all of a sudden, she started cracking a smile, like a big wide grin, a talking smile, like she wanted to say something, but she was scared, hesitant. And I acknowledged her. I smiled. I said hello, in my own little, very soft, non-verbal way. And she kept smiling, and from ear to ear, kid. I'm not bullshitting, and looking right at me too. And I really don't know what to make of that. I tried my best to be, nice and cordial. When it comes to people being friendly to me at first, I'm not that open and friendly like that, because I'm not designed like that. And a woman, and I don't mean to, disrespect anybody. I'm trying to find another word for that, but I don't mean to put off nobody and think I'm a mean guy, because I don't really be openly friendly that real quickly. But it was kind of strange because she's a white older woman, so why is she smiling like that at me? And her husband is right there. I believe to be her husband. So I didn't know what to do. I was like really confused, but trying to overcome that by smiling and being cordial to her as much as possible. And the time of this incident, I think it was maybe like 2:45. Yeah, between 2:45 and 3:10 p.m. So I really don't know what to make of that. A white older woman cracking a big ear to ear, grin to grin smile at you, non-verbally saying hello and acknowledging your presence. I'm trying to do as much as I could to do it back. So I don't know what sparked that though. That's weird. I just don't know what sparked that. After that 3/4 of the train ride in, and she does that. I don't want her to think all black men are angry and don't like white women. But I didn't know I didn't know how to respond to that. I didn't know. I just didn't. I did my best. That's all I can say. I really did my best. And that's why I make these video contents, because I just want to get the word out. I know I have a mean face sometimes. I guess that's natural. I don't know. Maybe it's my game face. Maybe it's my street face. So I do kind of apologize for that. I don't want that to be put on the wrong woman, and I don't want the right woman get the wrong idea of that's who I am. And I also make this type of video because also just like I just have to acknowledge that the women who like me, I just want to acknowledge the women like that who like me, you know, and I want to let them know that I like them too. I'm not I'm not that stereotypical black guy to be all up in your grill just because you smile, you look cute. It takes me a minute or two to get revved up, and I gotta, you know, and I guess that's a natural, how you call that word again? A natural instinct, I guess. Maybe developed. Maybe it was internally designed in me. Maybe it came over time. You know, dealing with Negroes in the hood and people in general in New York City. So we just gotta try to understand that and try not to make too much of it. You know. So, but yeah, that's what happened to me in the downtown art training with this lady. And like I said, I was really focused on her daughters, but I won't mind getting with her too. You know what I'm saying, kid? Anyway, what else I'm gonna do? Yeah, so I apologized. Just look. This is a good educational thing, purpose too, educational video too. It gets what it does. What I'm also trying to do is get people to understand that there's a level and a layer of being friendly and kind to people and liking them, whether sexually or just as a human being, person to person. So don't take every encounter as something either. Don't take it. Oh, actually, this is a good point. Don't take it as being friendly neither, because some people be friendly, be sneaky. But also, don't take other encounters. It may seem negative. It might seem like the guy or the girl don't like you. Maybe she's going through things. Maybe he's going through things. Maybe that just his demeanor. It doesn't mean anything. So try to if you can find a way to peel layers beyond that, so it won't be a. You can turn an ugly thing to a negative thing, turn a negative thing to an ugly thing, all right, or a positive thing. Thank you.